Hi guys, so welcome to a new episode of the Instagram Live interviews. My guest of today is Zaheer Iqbal, and Zaheer's story is one of aspiring actors which would happen to them. From dancing at his sister's wedding for a sangeet performance at becoming launched by Salman Khan. And his debut was with the movie Notebook. And with no childhood ambition to become an actor, to debuting as a lead is something I really want to talk to him today about. Hi.
Hello, hi, what's up?
Good, good. How are you?
Fantastic, how are you?
Good, good. I'm finally happy we can do this today.
Yeah, this has been cancelled twice, thrice.
Yeah, so the third
Yeah,
time is a charm, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we start this conversation, I
Hmm.
really want to ask you how you're doing because I think in our daily conversations we ask people how are you just as a greeting.
Yeah,
So and we don't really listen. So I'm
yeah,
really curious, how have you
yeah.
been really lately?
I've been great actually. Yeah, I've been lucky with everything that I have available to me around me. Uh, when in terms of even the smallest things like a place to hang,
Mm-hmm.
So I've been putting this table and chair below my building, and we've been socially distancing ourselves and chilling,
Yeah.
just two or three friends at a time, and hanging out. And luckily, the building people have not complained or had a problem, with us
Yeah.
because we can get quite loud when we're laughing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been lucky, and also I have a gym in my building.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine has one entire flat. He's made a gym, so I can use that. So I've
Nice.
been lucky when it comes to even the gym and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, but I've been doing great and much better now because everyone started talking about work,
Mm-hmm.
about getting back to work finally,
Mm-hmm.
about shooting and directors, producers.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about we should start in September or October, and I do understand they are being a bit um, too positive,
Yeah.
but it's great. I mean, if it works out, lovely. Yeah. People
Yeah.
have started shooting,
So you're ready to work
so
again?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I think it's enough of
Yeah.
chilling I've done. Yeah.
Yeah, I always also ask during an interview how do you keep yourself entertained at home? But I know you're
Hmm.
working out, you have your time with your friends, but with a distance. But how do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
keep yourself entertained when you're just at home, not at the terrace or something?
Um, I think by watching movies, actually, I've been watching a lot of movies, a lot of shows. I've been rewatching a lot of movies and shows. I got this sudden jhatka of wanting to watch all the old films, knowing who's directed what film, who's directed.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're a couple of friends who've been chilling recently, and we always talk about play these games. Oh, okay, name an a film which this actor has done with this actress. Name any. You have to keep naming. It
Yeah,
goes in a circle.
nice.
So I realized that I should brush up on my
You don't want
Bollywood
to
trivia.
lose.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been watching all the old movies which I've seen, and then I
Mhm.
go through all the end credits,
Yeah,
and see who sung which song, who choreographed which song, which film was directed by who. Because we know, obviously, in the last 10 years, I guess we know who directed what, who produced what. But
hmm
before that,
hmm yeah.
we don't know. So I've been doing that, and also I have my niece at home,
Oh,
who
nice.
comes every 3 4 days, spends a couple of
Yeah.
days here,
hmm
and so that my sister can spend some alone time with her husband.
hmm
So I've been enjoying. I mean, this great time pass to chill with her.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
good fun.
good to
Yeah,
hear. So you
yeah,
you also created games for yourself, but you're just educating yourself also for your work. So that's also
yeah. And I'm learning a lot of random things. Learning how to unicycle,
yeah.
ride the unicycle. Learning how to juggle.
hmm
Learning how to cycle while juggling. All of that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I personally struggled with working out because
yeah,
the first weeks of lockdown I bought weights and all those. I even bought a pull-up bar three
yeah,
months
yeah,
ago, and I still can do one. I also haven't tried it,
yeah.
so I walk past it every day, but
Yeah,
I haven't still tried it.
yeah,
But so 1st of July, the gyms opened here, and I
yeah,
try to get back into it.
yeah,
But
yeah,
how can people because I know you have a gym, and I'm also
yeah,
happy that I can go to the gym now. But how do you
yeah.
think people can stay fit in their situation at the moment, at home?
Honestly, I think it's if you really want to, there shouldn't be an issue being fit because right now, a lot of these apps that have come out, I've been
Mm-hmm.
doing that myself. I have a gym around me, but I prefer doing those classes on those apps. They're quick, a good 30, 40-minute non-stop cardio workout, a little bit of functional training, and stuff like that. I do it in my living room. So you just need like a, space of probably 6 feet by 6 feet to do your entire workout. So yeah, I mean, it's a great thing that this pandemic has come during a time where we have the internet, where we have all these things
For
available to
sure.
us.
So if
Yeah,
they
and,
know
and
not
as simple
that,
as I just go down the building and go for a walk, yeah, go for a jog
yeah,
down the building, run
yeah,
around your building. So I've been doing that as well, just for the change of space. I prefer that, in fact, rather than a treadmill. So I've been doing all that stuff only, training outdoors. I like sweating it out in the heat.
I got lazy too, so I tried to walk every day, like 2 hours with my Mosi and with my mom when I
Yeah,
just too lazy to work out. So like 2 hours,
yeah,
like okay, I've done my bit for today. Uh,
yeah, yeah.
but are
And
there
you need to for the first 3 months I didn't do anything, to be honest.
okay?
I was just sitting and eating. I didn't work out at all
Yeah.
because I understood. I read a lot,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of facts on Google. I
Mm-hmm.
love googling stuff, so I knew that this pandemic is not going to get over in 21 days of lockdown or
Yeah.
in a month and a half. So I was like, there's a lot of time now left to go to shoot,
Mm-hmm.
and now that I know that it's possible for shoot to start in the next 30 to 40 days. That's
Mm-hmm.
when I upped my game and I started working out again. But I
Oh,
was just a lazy
smart.
bum the first 3 months. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's good. Like
yeah,
have some like me time and enjoy all the food. Um,
absolutely, yeah,
yeah, but there are also so many different ways to stay fit. So, what
yeah.
type of training do you enjoy the most and why? And it doesn't have to be during the lockdown, but before this also. Are there some types?
Uh, Personally, I love functional training.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the best combination of everything, of weights and of cardio.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer that, but in general, I always mix it up. I always switch things up. I don't stick to a single workout plan or a particular diet for more than, I think, a month, month and a half,
Mm-hmm.
because I think your body plateaus then, and you stop seeing results, and that it plays with your messing with your head, and then you're like, oh, no results and stuff like that. So I'll just stop. You know,
Yeah. So
so
keep
it's always
like
good to switch it
exciting.
up. Yeah. So I do like a month, month and a half of weights. Then I switch it up. I do functional. Then I do CrossFit. I do just plain out cardio. So I keep switching it up. So I think that's the best thing to do. Even in terms of
Mm-hmm.
diet,
Yeah.
everyone does these keto diets and stuff like that. I
Mm-hmm.
think do it for a month.
Yeah.
Once your
Stick
body
to it.
gets accustomed to it, switch it up.
Yeah.
Add some carbs, do something.
I
It's all
always
about
eat carbs.
making sure your body doesn't get used to anything.
Yeah. So I also see that person is talking about you like you're the sexy beast, apparently.
Oh wow, who said that?
Verdun Puri.
Ah, Barda, my friend, my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
um,
we have this mutual admiration club of ours where
okay,
he loves
okay.
me and I love him, and we
Yeah.
love everything that the other person does. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay. And
yeah,
this
and
is
hopefully we're going to work together very soon one day.
okay. So maybe like in September, October, maybe next year, put it in the universe.
Yes, yes, absolutely, as soon as possible.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
So I also had a question about like your body transformation because
yeah.
what are some of the biggest lessons you have learned during the time from having a good physique at becoming shredded? Like what I've seen on your Instagram. I don't know what the current situation
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm pretty decent right now. I think got my 4 packs back.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, it's been a great journey. I think I've learned so much because I realized that when I was younger,
Hmm.
uh, before these last 5 years, I had no idea about how important diet was. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? I understood that in the last 5 years that diet is the most important thing. You cannot make a body by just working out. You can work out for 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours in the gym.
Hmm.
You're not going to do anything. You're just going to stay the same.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing I realized. And I'm not the kind of guy who wants to be ripped and the six-pack abs roaming around throughout the year.
Hmm.
I do it for the films. I'll do it for the role, but
Hmm.
I prefer being a lean young boy.
Yeah.
I think
But
when you
you can be
get so
grumpy
beefed
then.
up, yeah, like I like for my film Notebook, I made a body. I got the
Hmm.
six-pack and everything, and completely ripped because I was playing an army officer. It suited that
Yeah.
role.
Hmm.
Although I kept my body language light.
Hmm.
So I think it's always better to be just lean and a thin young boy, because I'm sure like 10 years down the line we'll be like, at the time when we were able to look that young and play a 21-year-old. We were all beefed up and trying to be
Yeah.
like a man. And, and then we'll be like, we should have just remained lean and young and could have made the body later.
Yeah.
So for my personally, my favorite is obviously a lean body, just, a chore body, as they call it. It's when
Mm-hmm.
you wear a t-shirt and you walk out, you just look like a, slim young boy. But when you take your t-shirt off, then you've got like a good six pack or whatever if you want.
Yeah. So that's like the
Yeah,
base, and like if you have to change it up for a role, you can like buff up, but you also can put on.
absolutely,
Yeah. Okay.
absolutely. That's the right way to put it. Yeah.
And do you think it's important to have a good physique, like to work in the entertainment industry?
I mean, it's always a plus now.
Mm-hmm.
If you can manage to make a good body for yourself. Like I said, you don't need to make a good body does not mean that something that's visible through your shirt.
Yeah.
You don't have to be beefed up and so muscular.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always good to have a good physique because if you're playing a hero and you have to do action, it has to be believable.
Yeah.
Gone are the times when you'll have a big stomach like that and you'll be doing action and people will enjoy it.
Yeah. True.
And so I think it's good. I mean, it's always a plus, no?
Mm-hmm.
It's always
And
to be
also
more
you
prepared rather than
help.
be underprepared.
Yeah.
If you have a good body, you can
Mm-hmm.
cover it up and not show it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have a body at a time where you need to show your body, you cannot. So it's
Yeah.
always good to be in shape, and it is obviously a plus.
Yeah. And it's also good for
Yeah,
your health. So that's also
yeah,
important.
yeah. And I've
Yeah.
also realized that when you just notice all the likes on Instagram and the comments and stuff, usually when there's no t-shirt, there are more likes. So I guess the
Good
audience
motivation.
likes. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I guess the audience likes a good physique, and if they do, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
If the audience liked, if I realize one day that the audience is loving fat men, I will become fat. Yeah, I will
But
just do
still
whatever
stay
the audience likes.
healthy.
Yeah, and yeah, but I always tell people that fitness is about being healthy, not about
Yeah.
for us obviously as actors, aesthetics is important. But
Mm-hmm.
I always tell everyone to work out, even though you're not going to get a six pack. Just work out to be healthy, to get your heart pumping correctly, and not to get a
Yeah.
heart attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Good to know.
yeah,
But
yeah,
also now that we're also talking about the industry, let's talk
yeah,
about where it all began for you, because you were
yeah.
performed at your sister Sangeet, where
Yes,
Waar Salman sir told you should become an actor. Between
yes.
that conversation and like finding the right script, it took around 6 years, right?
5 years. Yeah,
Oh, 5 years.
yeah,
Sorry.
5 years.
So
Yeah,
how
yeah.
did you prepare yourself for when you were aware that any moment you get a script?
Oh, it was quite harrowing, and I think the biggest thing I've learned in these years, last 5 years, 7 years, is patience.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get excited very easily. I'm always hyper. I want to do stuff and I want to get it done and I want it to happen quickly and I want to finish it off and
Yeah.
I want everything now.
Yeah.
So I think it's made me more patient, made me more calm as a person because there were so many times that we were, it was like, oh, this director's come and we're doing this script and we read the script and we heard the narration. It's fantastic. We're going to go through it. We've done a photo shoot with the director,
Okay.
the director, me and Salman Bhai and
Mm-hmm.
all of us. And then it hasn't worked out, when there
Mm-hmm.
was some creative differences in the producers, directors and on the script and stuff like that. And, it's quite heartbreaking when you're just there, like the food is
Mm-hmm.
right here, but then you can't eat it.
Yeah.
So that has taught me a lot of patience and how to, stay calm and not get excited. So now because earlier when I used to get a call, it's like, oh my God, like, I'm going to go, this film, this
Yeah.
director's called me,
I'm
this
gonna
producer.
call
So
everyone.
now, yeah, like it's done. Like, only when you get the call, you're like, it's done. Like everything is over. I've already done the film in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're already thinking about how you're going to behave once the film is released.
Yeah.
But now when someone calls me, I'm just very calm. I'm like, okay, if it works out, once you've signed the dotted line, once you're on set, actually, in fact, not even when you sign
Yeah.
the dotted line, once you're on set,
Mm-hmm.
you finish 40-50% of the film and now, the odds of it getting shelved
Now
are
you
very
can do
less.
anything.
That's when you celebrate and get happy and tell people about it that, this is
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice. Because I also had like
yeah.
a question about like if that was your first script you read, but like if I'm listening to you, that wasn't the case. Were there?
No, there was the first script I read. I remember there was a film that Salman Bhai showed us when we were at the farm.
Mm-hmm.
He set up this whole. He had done a whole setup
Mm-hmm.
where he sent the vanity vans onto this huge empty land that he has at the farm, and there was a whole barbecue set up and stuff like that. And he's like, tonight we're going to watch Zaheer's first film.
Oh,
And yeah, and it was a whole, that moment was fantastic. I still remember, Pulkit was there. A lot
yeah.
of friends of ours were there.
Hmm.
And we saw the film together, and it was fantastic, and everyone was just rolling on the floor laughing.
Hmm.
Obviously, then it didn't work out because it was a Punjabi film that needed to be translated, I mean, made in Bollywood.
Hmm.
And in the scripting stage, whatever, it didn't kind of pan out.
Mm. Okay.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
so I remember
But
that
like
moment there.
I really like admired your patience because like I'm also like that. Like if I hear something like something is coming up, I just want to
Yeah,
share it with the world. And like nine of
yeah,
the time, 10 times it doesn't work
yeah,
out. But after 6 months, I realized there was a reason to that for that.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But from having that ambition and dream to working on
Yeah,
your first movie, like it took them 5 years.
yeah.
How did you like? I know like you practice your patience, but how did you keep that fire going? Because 5 years is a long time.
Oh, so luckily, touch wood, I'm inherently like that, where I don't give up on anything.
Mm.
I will not quit till I succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I'm doing something and I realize halfway that I don't want to do this, I'm the kind of person who will anyways do it because I don't want to have the fact that I did not succeed on my mind,
Yeah.
in my books. So
Mm-hmm.
I have always had that attitude that I have to succeed and I
Mm-hmm.
will succeed. So it never really bogged me down, or and like you said earlier, I always backtrack things. Like today when I see Notebook, and the amount of love and respect that I got when it came to that film, I'm like, I'm glad the previous films didn't work out. So I
Mm-hmm.
know I always backtrack when anything good happens to me in life. I always see that, okay, so this is why those things didn't work out.
Yeah.
So for me, it's all about that. And in general, I think I'm just damn positive here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too positive for anything to phase me or anything to bother me. I'm very comfortable in my own skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for me, it's all about happiness.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm happy, I'm happy. I don't,
Okay.
nothing can bother me.
Okay.
And
That's
my goal in life is just to be happy, actually.
Yeah, but I also think it's really important for you in that industry, but also never regret like, oh, if I, for example, if you're 80 and you're like, oh, I wish I did that, like, so never
Yeah,
having regret.
absolutely,
And like when
absolutely,
you, mhm. Oh, and when you
absolutely,
talked
absolutely.
about like not stopping with things that you are already doing, I was like thinking about my studies. Like I didn't want to
Yeah,
do it, but like you're already
yeah,
halfway, so I can understand
yeah,
that.
exactly.
But yeah, so you talked about a notebook. It's a love story. Has
Yes.
your love life changed since the notebook? And is it still possible to date people that aren't from the industry?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that question. What was that?
So
What's
like,
cracking?
yeah, so after the notebook,
Yeah,
did your love life change in any way?
my
And is it
love
still
life.
possible? Yeah.
Okay, okay,
And
yeah,
is it
okay.
still like possible to like, for example, date people that aren't from the industry? Like, do you, because like, for example, you may think like, do they want to date me for me or like, like for the fame and
Yeah,
everything?
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've never really thought of it as someone from the industry or not from the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I guess relationships in generally are very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, my love life has not really changed that much
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know how to say this. I am,
Really
uh,
private.
no, I'm not private, but honestly, like I don't know if that's what you mean, but you mean with the attention that comes after becoming an actor, does that change things, right?
Yeah, also like if people really want to know you or just like the person behind
Yes,
it.
I think it's very easy to tell if you're with someone and they are with you for with an agenda. I
Mm-hmm.
think I would be able to tell. I think I'm
Mm-hmm.
smart enough to know that. Also, I haven't really dated much since my film release, so I don't know, how it must have changed
Yeah,
that way.
I
But I guess,
totally.
yeah, but I mean, if you're dating someone not from the industry, I guess it would be hard for them to understand certain things that, when you're romancing someone on screen and you're just doing it for the camera,
Yeah, we
so
have the same
or that
couch
or
today.
yeah, and also, I can imagine for a girl, if your boyfriend is going on an outdoor schedule to Switzerland for 20 days with a few beautiful women. I can imagine how that would make her feel. But I guess that's my job to make her feel secure and make her know that everything is all right and I'm not cheating on her.
Yeah.
So I think that's my job. It's not something I would tell her that you need to understand.
Yeah.
You need to not tell me that's my job and I have to go and I have to shoot now with those people over there and I
Yeah.
can't help
It
it. No,
wouldn't work.
I mean, I think it's never not a possibility to make a person feel secure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just take a couple of more extra phone calls, just being in touch more, letting them know what you're up to. So I think it's yeah.
The
And
trust.
then the thing is, honestly, that happens even if you're dating someone in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to feel insecure, maybe of the stories they've heard or the experiences they've had
Yeah.
before that. But I think it's all it's my job to make
Mm-hmm.
her feel secure and happy.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
So also we're talking about relationships. So what is the best advice you ever got, and what's the best advice you have ever given, like relationship advice?
Relationship wise, oh
Mm-hmm.
wow, I've got
You have a lot
so
of friends.
much
I
of
like think like what you
yeah,
said, like during social distancing. Like I think you
yeah.
can be like a good love therapist kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I have some good advice to give, and
Mm-hmm.
I've also gotten some random advice. I don't know. I think the best advice that I've gotten, honestly, is I won't tell you from whom. When I was really young, someone told me that never lie to a woman to get into her pants.
Mm-hmm.
Never lie to a woman just to get laid or to have or to hook up with someone. If
Mm-hmm.
you're in love, please make it clear to her that you love her.
Mm-hmm.
Let her also not think it is something frivolous, even if she may or may not want to go ahead with it. If you feel that this is you've broken up with someone, you're on a rebound, you're just hurting, and you're not looking
Just
to
be
date
honest.
or whatever reason, just be honest. Never
Yeah.
lie to a girl, and I think that's the best thing. And I think that touch wood, I can proudly say that I have never lied
Mm-hmm.
to a woman to
Mm-hmm.
be with her
Mm-hmm.
in any capacity.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I think the best advice I've given, right? You need,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
You can
think the
also tell
best
me the worst
advice.
advice you have got. I'm really curious.
No, I think there's a lot of bad advice that you can get from
Mm-hmm.
random people who don't even know you well enough
Yeah,
to tell you
true.
that. So I won't get into that, but I think let's talk the positive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the best thing that even I've told someone, because this is something I've told my younger brothers, I've told my cousins, I've told my friends who are younger than me, is the same thing. I think never lie to a girl to
Mm-hmm.
get laid
E- Even if you
or
just want to
anything.
have like fun to say it like that, if you're just being honest, like
Yeah,
girl also knows what
yeah.
she's getting into.
Yeah. I think it's not worth hurting anybody in
Mhm.
that way, because and
Yeah.
just put yourself in your position that if someone just me,
Mhm.
told me that they love me and I was in love with them, and then
Mhm.
turned out they were not serious about it, it would hurt me, right? So it
Yeah.
hurts everybody. So
Yeah.
just be careful about that.
Good
Uh, you know,
advice.
have your fun, do what you want, and I mean, if both parties agree and it's consensual, do be it a 1 year thing or 10 year thing or lifetime thing, but
Mhm.
don't lie about it.
Yeah. Nice. Love that. I think a lot of people
Yeah,
can take that advice.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you like I switch it up from like work to relationships, and we're going back to work a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
Because you also worked as an assistant director for a year. What
Yes.
was that to learn more about acting, or was there another reason behind that?
That was honestly to learn everything about filmmaking because
Mm-hmm.
I've never been on a set before that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'd been to a set, I'd been to, maybe, someone who like, oh, that actor, can we go as a child, when we meet
Yeah.
them and stuff like that. And you
Yeah.
go outside the vanity and you meet the actor. But I've never really been on a set and seen how it works. So I think that was really important. And it teaches a lot of respect
Mm-hmm.
for the people behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And for me, it was a great experience because I got my calling in life where I
Mm-hmm.
realized I want to be a producer.
Okay.
I want to produce films because I
Yeah.
realized that I didn't know nothing about filmmaking,
Mm-hmm.
but I was so excited about getting things done.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about someone telling you that, oh, a director telling a producer, okay, I need so many people in such a location in so much time, and I
Mm-hmm.
love that kind of stuff. I love to
Yeah.
make that happen. Like I love if
Also
someone
about
told
your
me that I,
character, like what you said, like before, like you just wanted, if you want to
yeah,
do something, you want to do it in this
yeah,
way. Yeah.
So I like doing that. I like solving problems. I'd
Mm-hmm.
actually, when I was much younger, I'd opened a company called I know I'm digressing, but I'd opened a company called One Stop to No Problems.
Okay.
It was
Works.
basically, yeah, I used to charge people 500 rupees for
Mm-hmm.
each problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be anything. It could be the
Yeah.
most random thing. So basically, once my friend called me and said, I've thrown my keys. I was throwing my keys outside my balcony from the third floor.
Mm-hmm.
And it slipped out of my hand. It fell on the parapet.
Mm-hmm.
So I was throwing it down the building to a friend. So I said, okay. So I went there. I would devise a bamboo, join them two together, and I would climb walls, and I would make sure basically get that key
I
to him,
hope you were
from
safe.
the parliament. Yes, I was. I did take the
Okay.
precautions. Yeah, and randomly just stuff like I need this to be done. I
Yeah.
need this
Check
before
it off.
within 2 days. Yeah, I need this in 2 days. I can't. 3 days will be too late.
Mm-hmm.
So people who are my friends who are working on film sets, they would call me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the AD of this film. I need to get this sorted in 3 days. Can you figure this out somehow? And
Nice.
so I realized that it's a very good producer's quality to get
Mm-hmm.
things done.
Yeah.
So I've learned that during the journey, and also I got to learn and watch such great actors like Tabu ma'am. Also, up close and personal. While I've given clap and I'm hiding down, and
Yeah.
she's giving a scene. I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. She's just not crying without glycerine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to learn a lot from assisting, and I think everybody who wants to become an actor should definitely assist on at least one film.
Yeah. So that you can see the behind the scenes of it and don't only
Absolutely,
see
you'll
that.
have respect and you know what goes on.
Yeah.
You think,
So a lot of people
uh,
also do that, right?
yeah, from the lightman to the spot boy to the cameraman to everybody, you just know what everyone's doing when you're an AD.
Mm-hmm.
When you work on a set, you know what everyone's problems are. You know how they speak about actors. You know how they feel, how happy they feel when an actor gives them the respect and the credit where it's due.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing to learn all these things.
Yeah. Okay. Nice to
Yeah,
hear that also.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what is also the biggest advice Salman sir has ever given you? Because I know, like during what you said during that year, you have learned a lot. But I can imagine
Yeah.
you have learned of him also a lot.
Yeah, I've learned way too much from him. Yeah, it's one of those things where when someone says so many things to you, so many things you learn from a person, and when someone says, "What have you learned from this person?"
Mm-hmm.
Because there are so many things you've learned, you're just blank. You go blank.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know, top of my head, there was really great advice that he told me once was that always treat your staff like family, because these guys are going to be your family now for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
More than you see your mother, more than you see your father, more
Mm-hmm.
than the time you travel with your girlfriend or your
Mm-hmm.
wife, you will be chilling with them.
Mm-hmm.
So always make sure they are happy.
Yeah.
And I think
And
that's an advice that everyone in the industry should take.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
beautiful. Nice. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
also try to mix it up with the interviews with a couple of games. So you
Yeah,
ready for the first one?
always.
Okay, so the first one is love to replace. So if you could replace four actors with the movie
Yeah.
and their part, which actors would it be and why? And it shouldn't, it can be, but I don't mean it in a way like you think you could have done it better, but it can also
Yeah.
be that, but like,
Just basically four films that I would have liked to do.
yeah, and like the actors,
That's
like
what it
who you
means.
love to replace. Yeah.
Um, I would have loved to do all the hit films that have come out in the last 10 years.
Mhm. Of
But
course.
if I had to pick, I think I would have loved to do a film like Simba.
Nice one.
I would have liked to do Uri.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do um,
And why?
Pyar
Sorry,
Kiya To
you have
Dar,
to say
Pyar,
why.
because I love um, Rohit Shetty firstly,
Mm-hmm.
and I really want to do a film that is such a great balance between commerce and entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Simba was one of those films which had a great message,
For
which was very
sure.
subtly told to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yet it was an out and out. You had the dance numbers, you had the item numbers, you had the action, you had the comedy. So I want to do a whole film like that. It's a very whole
Yeah,
film.
it has
I
everything.
where I don't have to justify anything to anybody that, oh, see, this is a content driven film, or this is just a slapstick comedy film. I
Mhm.
want it to be everything. I want everybody to enjoy the film, so that's why I want to do that.
I think you would do a
Uri,
great job with that movie, to be honest.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah. And Uri, because I just like how I would love doing an action film that is so real,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And even the character, the way Vicky Kaushal has played it, he is, he is an officer, and that's the way he knows how to fight. He is how
Yeah,
he fights. You don't find it that he's the hero of the film. You really get invested in the film, in the character, because it is him. So I want to do a film where there's action involved, but it's real. It's
Yeah.
more real. And even the action sequences you see, there's no
It's not like you're
fancy
jumping
stuff that he's jumping off somewhere and landing 5 floors down and just is fine.
Yeah,
If
you
he
will
jumps
break your
even,
neck. Yeah.
if he jumps even 10 feet, if you hurt your ankle, he hurts his ankle. Like to Pyar Kiya To Darna Kya.
Nice one.
Because I just love that film. I just love that film. And yes, I want to do DDLJ.
Sorry,
Because
what?
I want to DDLJ.
Oh,
Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge.
mhm,
Because I want a film that runs for so long. I
nice.
want a film that has been running for 25 years.
That will happen. Only you will be really old, but it will happen.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So
Hopefully I can
sec-
maintain myself like Shah Rukh sir.
yeah, I think you can.
Yeah.
So how were you in school? Were you a good student?
Up until the 6th grade, I was really good. My percentage was in like 80s, 90s. We had grading A plus, A minus, and stuff like that. So I was always an A plus till the 6th, I think 7th, and then I don't know what happened. I just lost interest in studies.
Yeah.
I just started, all my mischief and fooling around and
Just living life.
enjoying, and I studied till then I was obviously, my house was like, don't fail, please just get something above 60. You're an intelligent boy. Don't
Yeah.
do this to yourself. Very sweetly they would tell me. So then I was always in the 65, 70, whatever, in that range.
Yeah.
And then I studied till the 12th, and then I dropped out. I
Okay.
dropped out in the 12th grade to go and manage my father's business in Dubai. So I was 17 years old, and I was managing my father's business in Dubai, and I was
Yeah.
living there for a
Pressure.
year and a half. And
Yeah.
I was living there for a year and a half, and and then the market crashed, obviously, like in 2008. So in 2009 April, I think I came back, April, May, and I've been doing construction since then. So I have been doing construction for 6 to 8 years, 6 years,
Yeah.
and that's when Salman Bhai said, I think you should become an actor, and I just switched.
Yeah. So like, but I think that's also important, and you don't have to do one thing your whole life.
Yeah,
But the next game was called A plus student. So I would love to teach you a Dutch phrase. So which
Okay.
English phrase would you love me to translate for you?
English phrase.
Yeah, so that I can
Okay,
translate.
since it's Dutch, so I'm going to keep it simple. A small one. Break a leg.
We also say break a leg because in Dutch it sounds really weird.
Oh, okay. Okay, but then there's more of a reason to learn in Dutch.
I'm a good student. I'm a good
Okay.
student. Yeah. Okay.
You want to translate that?
No. I'm gonna teach you in Dutch now.
Okay.
But,
You're going to teach me. I'm a good student.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I am is ik ben.
Ik ben.
A good student is een goede student.
Ik ben een goede student.
Yeah.
Ik ben een goede student. Ik ben een goede student.
Ik ben een goede student.
Ik ben een goede student.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
You're a good
Okay.
student.
Ik ben een goede student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you already like passed me with that one, but would you? I would love you to teach me a Hindi phrase because
Okay.
I'm trying to get better at it. So help me out. Don't make it
Okay,
too difficult.
I'll teach you a fun one. Hindi phrase would be Shana Kawa.
What?
Shana Kawa.
Shawa kawa?
Shana.
Shara.
Shana
Shara.
Kawa.
Kawa.
हमेशा
हमेशा
गू खाता है.
गू खाते हैं.
गू खाता है.
No. What is he eating?
It means that a cocky crow
Yeah.
always lands up eating shit.
Okay, because I already I don't trust this one.
So you know what goo means?
Yeah, but also I understand certain words, but like the first one I never used or never heard before. So I was
Shana means a person who thinks no end of himself, or someone who's too cocky, or someone who's very arrogant.
Okay, okay.
So Shana Kawa means an
No.
arrogant crow. So
Okay,
the
okay.
person is
Good
called a
to know.
crow. Always lands up eating shit. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna try it again.
No, I think you should. You should. One
Oh
last try.
God.
One last try.
Okay, so
Shana
K
Kawa.
Shawa Kawa
Shana.
Sha
Shana.
Shara
Na. Na. Na.
Ra
From your tongue on the
Shara.
upper angle. Na.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Shara
Kawa.
Kawa
हमेशा
हमेशा
गू
गू
खाता.
खाता है.
Correct.
Okay, nice. Good to know. I feel so
Uh,
awkward now, but like I
uh,
really want to learn it more, so that's good.
yeah,
But I don't
yeah,
think I will use this a lot. I hope so.
yeah. No, no, you trust me. You'll be surprised the amount of times in life you either say this to yourself or to someone else.
Yeah.
But more to
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah, I think
When
that
you
will
just
be
look at
better.
someone, there'll be times when you look at someone and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
शाना कौवा हमेशा गू खाता है.
Okay.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
really, to be honest, I will try it again, like later, and I will
yeah,
ask you if you're doing it
yeah,
correctly.
yeah, for
So,
sure.
but the last game of today is the rapid
Yeah.
fire. So I will start a sentence, and you have to finish it. The first one is I would love to work with.
Alaya, furniture
Mm-hmm.
wala, and Janvi Kapoor.
Okay, nice one.
Yeah, yeah.
My most romantic date was.
When my most romantic date was, I think there's this one special person. Every date with that person had been fantastic.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah,
answer.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The biggest misconception about me is.
That I am. Uh, Biggest misconception about me is it's not rapid, right? It's not rapid fire.
I'm sorry.
This is the most. What was the question? I'm sorry.
The
I went.
biggest
My thought.
misconception
The
about
biggest
me is.
misconception about me is that I am calm.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
My guilty pleasure is.
Watching Bhojpuri songs.
Mm, okay. Okay. That
Yeah,
is
I
that
like
guilty?
and a lot of times I put Hindi music on my speakers and put Bhojpuri videos on my TV. So I'm watching
Why?
because it's just funny. I just amazing. I think they're fantastic, and I don't think they over emote so much. I love it.
Uh-huh.
They just
Okay.
like if you just like take a small lighter and just like something hot and put it here, they'll behave like. So I love it. I love their reactions. So
Interesting combo.
they dance like that. Their expressions
Yeah.
while dancing are like that. So I
Yeah.
find it amazing. I love watching it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to play a certain role, so you can choose like what kind of role you would love to play.
I would love to play a psychotic killer who is doing it for the good reasons in a beautiful location with I don't know.
Warm.
I'm just gonna put everything in one. But
Yeah.
I want to play a psychotic character.
Okay. Interesting.
Where
Interesting.
I could be probably talking to you like this, but I could be a serial killer. That kind of stuff.
Okay. I'm
Something
getting a
crazy.
little scared, but I'm happy
No,
I'm
no,
like
I'm not.
far
I'm
away.
not. I'm not. Not yet. Not yet at least.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I want to do
Okay.
something very twisted.
Mm-hmm. Can wait
Yeah.
for that. But
Yeah.
also, you just told me like you always like if you do something you want to finish it. So I don't
Yeah.
think you have like a lot of regrets in life, but
Yeah.
I would just ask it. My biggest regret is.
Starting to smoke.
And did you
Yeah.
quit?
I did quit in the middle for 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one stupid night where I was on diet and I was, I went out partying. I was not even having any diet coke, nothing. I was just drinking water. We went out for dinner after that late at night. I had a healthy meal. I had chicken tikka. And when we came out at 5 in the morning, I was like, dude, just let me
Give
just have
me
one.
one.
Just give
Yeah.
me one. Let me just have one drag and I'll throw it away. And that's when I started again. And I haven't been able to quit ever since. And it's been like
Okay.
5 years, 6 years. But I think that's one thing I regret every single day. Every time I
Yeah.
light one, I'm like, shit, yeah. This I
That's
shouldn't have
good.
started.
Like there's still hope. There's still hope. Like if
Yeah,
that's
of
your
course.
biggest
Of course.
regret in life, like it
Yeah,
will be okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So what advice would you have given your younger self? So this is not a rapid fire anymore, but like
Don't take anything too seriously.
mm-hmm.
Because I think everything as a child, and I'm not saying don't take certain things seriously. I'm saying don't take anything too seriously, because
Yeah.
as a child, you're so worried about so many things,
Mm-hmm.
which now when you think about it, it was like, what was the worst that could happen?
Yeah. Didn't make
So
sense.
so they are your beautiful years of being carefree. So be completely carefree. You
Mm-hmm.
have your entire life to worry, and you will have a lot of worry about a lot of things all your life. So
Yeah.
let that part of your life be perfect, not
Mm-hmm.
just great, perfect.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what are some
Yeah.
things a lot of people don't know about you? Because we already talked about the misconceptions, but like now, like things that people don't know about you.
My underwear usually matches my jeans.
Good to know. Nice.
I don't know. I just feel like this is a habit of mine where I'll wear a pant that is the color. Like
Yeah.
right now, I'm wearing black pants. So yeah,
Uh,
it's black.
I thought you were joking
So,
before, but
no,
you're
no, no, no. I'm
serious.
serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm
Yeah.
serious.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And more things that they don't know me. I am addicted to Nutella and coffee.
Oh, say. Yeah.
Yeah. So I could like, just love Nutella.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best thing on earth. And
Yeah.
more things about me that people don't know. Uh, I'm very emotional and sensitive. Very
Okay. Okay.
sensitive. Yeah, I think people don't. Sometimes I think your body also plays a role in that. Where when
Mm-hmm.
when you just walk up like
Mm-hmm.
you're all like all ripped and jacked up and
Yeah.
stuff,
You
people
don't
just
have
think you're
feelings
not.
or
People just
anything.
think no, you're not feeling that. Just people just think that, oh, you can't imagine this man being vulnerable or crying or sad. It's almost like how you see a father always as someone
Mm-hmm.
who shouldn't cry and can't cry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think people don't know that about me, that I'm very emotional and very sensitive.
Okay. Okay. So I
Yeah,
listen
yeah,
to everything, but I can just
yeah.
not forget. Like now, I will always know what kind of underwear you're wearing.
Yeah,
So sorry, I just had to say that. But
yeah,
I know that because
yeah,
of the lockdown, a lot
yeah,
of projects on our hold, and I know you don't want to
yeah,
say things if they're not like written. But like, can
yeah,
we
yeah.
expect like upcoming things, or are you working on skills at the moment for like
Uh,
future?
yeah, a couple of things that are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One is a action comedy.
Mm-hmm.
One is more in a thriller space. A great story which I love, which is very close to my heart. Close to my heart because I've been running about with that for like a few months.
Mm-hmm.
That and a couple of more things that are happening. But I think the only thing I could say right now is that everything I do the next two, three things, four things that I'm doing are going to be very different from one another. You
Yeah.
will not see notebook in any of them. You will not see the second one in the third. You will not see the first in the third. It's
Yeah,
very
that's
different
good.
stuff.
Then they can really see like the different things you can do.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm just creating a show reel for myself,
Mm-hmm.
which I will send later to a director who makes serious content in films. I'll send him
Mm-hmm.
one film, and then when someone's making a masala film, I'll send him that. So yeah,
Yeah,
just making a show reel for
smart,
myself.
smart.
Yeah,
Okay, nice. So
yeah.
before we end this interview, what is your personal mantra you live by?
Keep the faith.
Hmm, good
Yeah.
one.
I'm actually going to get a tattoo. I'm thinking if I should go get it today or tomorrow.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any tattoos?
So I had like an appointment like in the middle of lockdown, so
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
scheduled. But I'm
Okay,
on a
schedule.
couple of things. But
Okay.
yeah, but I
So
don't have any.
I want to get keep the faith here,
Oh, nice.
like over here, right here.
Yeah, like
So,
like.
but the last time I went to get it, the guy told me that you shouldn't get a tattoo here because when you keep washing your hands,
Mm-hmm.
it starts fading out, and it's amazing that we've reached a point in our lives where we wash our hands even more now.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I listened to him and didn't get it then, but now I'm thinking I'll just get it, and if it fades, it
Yeah,
fades.
and to be honest, sometimes you need a reminder to keep faith so you can like
Yeah,
redo it.
yeah, absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, nice. So
yeah.
thank you so much for this
Thank you
conversation.
so much for having me.
Yeah, I
I'm
really
glad
had
we
fun.
finally managed.
Yeah, same here. And I hope like to talk to you soon about like other things that are coming.
Absolutely, I'm always here,
Yeah.
anytime.
Okay. Thank you so
Take
much.
care.
Have a
See
lovely
you.
day. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.